Hi, an unusual film I watched over New Year's Eve was Game Night, directed by John Francis Daley and Jonathan Goldstein. It's the story of a couple played by Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams who met and have bonded and romanced over their shared love of games and their mutual competitiveness. They're now very happily married, happily settled, and trying for a child, and hosting a weekly game night with some of their friends. However, Bateman's brother is back in town. He's something of a lone wolf business go-getter, and Bateman has always felt in his shadows. So when the brother decides that he's going to host game night one week, Bateman is concerned about what this is going to involve. When it turns out it's going to be a kind of murder mystery, which will involve the brother being kidnapped and the others having to track him down, it starts to get interesting. However, it turns out that the kidnapping is actually real, that the game company organising it have been superseded by actual criminals who want the brother for their own purposes. And so the players have to work together to figure out how to rescue him for real and stay one step ahead of the criminals and the cops. I thought this was terrific. It was very unusual in being a comedy that's properly aimed at adults, with a complex, engaging storyline, some very interesting and exciting visuals. It feels like in the way it's shot and the way it's designed, it feels like a high octane action movie, but it never forgets that it's a comedy, that it keeps it light, and that it's engaged with its characters. It feels very unusual in being something genuinely interested in being more than just a lazy delivery device for lowbrow gags. This is actually interesting and complex. We have a rich array of characters. We have the central various couples with various great actors: Lamorne Morris, Sharon Horgan, Billy Magnuson, who I've only seen play heavies. Here plays a sort of the dim-witted one. There's a cameo by Jeffrey Wright, and Danny Houston also appears. The brother is played by Kyle Chandler and is rather slick and oily. And I thought the central couple of Bateman and McAdams worked terrifically well. It was refreshing to see this as a non-romantic pairing. They are a couple, they're in love, they're married, they're completely settled, but there is no tension between them in their relationship. And I thought that was a nice change, rather than um, the possibility of them not being able to have children being a a road, something, something that would get in the way of their relationship. Instead, it's something that they will overcome together, and they have a very healthy, positive relationship, which actually felt like quite a nice change. There's no forced drama in their marriage. As I say, the film has numerous twists and turns. I won't give away any spoilers because that would be a shame. But I was very impressed by some of the direction. Some of the location scenes are deliberately shot in in establishing shots to look as though the houses and the cars and the people that we're seeing are tiny playing pieces. An unusual use of depth of field to create a feeling that the city we're looking at is like a huge game board. There's also a sequence of the characters, the various players, having to play keepy uppy with a Fabergé egg from a group of security guards around a luxurious mansion, which is stitched together to look composed entirely in a single shot. It looks terrific. It's, as I say, it's an unusual example of real care and attention and originality being used in making a comedy that is then aimed at a mature adult audience and not just at teenagers. I thought this was a really fun, well written, well acted, well directed film. I'm well aware of it already having a strong reputation. I was very impressed. Probably the best comedy of its year. And it was the last movie I watched in 2023. What a note to go out on.